Guruji, welcome back.
Namaste, how are you?
Good, good, very well, Guruji. Guruji, we did two episodes, and now, last episode, you were talking about the past life therapy and the kind of very interesting experience which you had while doing the past life therapy. And I understand that you are also doing the future therapy sessions also. If I'm not wrong, you're doing some kind of a courses also for future therapy. Could you just give some idea, like what exactly is future therapy and what are its advantages and how this future therapy can transform people's life?
See,
Go on,
in
Guruji.
today's world, everybody are they're very curious about their future. To
Mhm,
know their future, they visit astrologers, uh, the farm
mhm,
history with their Kundali Jatakam.
mhm,
It's very
mhm.
common some traditions, right? They want to
Okay,
know their future.
right.
Even for marriages, they consult the future
Mhm,
predictions. So the prediction might go wrong or right. So here you are seeing your future. That is very, very important. It's not that I am seeing your future and I
mhm.
predict your future. In
Okay.
our therapy, through hypnotherapy, we take a person into subconscious state where the possibility of going forward and going backward, regression and progression. Anyone in this therapy who recalls his past, he has the ability to travel into the future.
Mhm.
Okay? By using that option, we take a person to see his future year after year, year after year, year after year. The main purpose here, we help them to travel into the future, look at the future, to diagnose if any early death possibilities. We say apamrityu. Apamrityu means
Upper
people who die before 40 is called apamrityu. The Purnayu is 72,000 nadis, 72 years, as we discussed in the last
Mhm.
episode. 1000 nadi is equal to 1 year. Like that, 72 years if you live on the planet Earth, that is called Purnayu. Okay? So, in our classes, whoever comes to me through this therapy, they see their own death by traveling into the future. If I found, if I find any early death, we have a technology to bridge. Okay, we put a bridge. So we,
Extend.
yeah, yeah. So death can be prolonged,
Extend.
extended. So that
Mhm.
is a advantage of this future life therapy. The second advantage is he can see his soulmate rather his life partner. Wife is different. The soulmate is
I know.
different.
So it's yeah.
Radha was the soulmate for Krishna, though she was not married to him. So
Mm.
like that, if you find soulmate, the life becomes heaven, heavenly life you can lead. Huh? So you can see who is the person who has taken birth for me. You can
Okay.
see their name, their address, where that person lives currently, whether
Mm.
he lives within India or foreign countries, you can see with your bare eyes. That's second advantage. The searching the soulmate is possible. The third
Mhm.
thing is profession. And many people they are into wrong profession.
Yeah.
They work opposite, quite opposite what they have studied in the universities most of the time. So they can see what is my purpose of life and what am I doing here. What exactly is my purpose of life? For example, Rajinikanth, his purpose of life, of this life, is to act.
Mhm.
Amitabh Bachchan, acting. Unfortunately, Amitabh Bachchan, he changed acting to business in 90s. What happened? Everyone knows.
Yeah, he just
Lost
got.
all the money because he was not born.
That's not his purpose.
Yes, like SPB. He studied civil engineering and he became singer.
Singer, without
Yeah.
even learning singing.
So
He never learned sing.
you will come to know what is your passion. Is
Mhm.
that passion is your purpose? See, passion is different, profession is different. Many people they
Right.
are good in singing, but they are working in the bank. Okay, if the passion becomes profession, that is called
Hmm.
satisfied life, contented life. That you can see your future.
Identify. Identify.
Yeah, identify what is my purpose
That's
of
a
life.
good. That's a good option, Guruji. There are a lot of people,
So,
including myself, I would say. For me, the yogic practices pulled me out of what I was doing long back.
see,
And
you are working for to sustain, but your passion is totally different. I know
yes, yes, yes.
you may not be happy with your profession, but you may be happy with your income. But
Hmm.
inner satisfaction, this is the spirituality gives you inner satisfaction. No,
Right. Yeah. My purpose would be totally different from what
yeah,
I'm doing.
like
Maybe I'll
that.
be doing it for some few years and then completely absorbed into
You will
something
start working
different.
for your passion.
Yeah. Yeah. I could already foresee that.
Yeah, passion should be
Mm.
purpose.
Mm.
Passion should be profession.
Okay.
So these are the major advantages by traveling into the future. We can correct future possible hurdles or the future failures.
Mhm.
That is the advantage of future life therapy.
So, what if somebody wants to sign up for this? What should they be doing, Guruji, with you?
It's very simple. They should contact me first.
Hmm.
They have to go through the appointment process.
Okay.
So I'll test them whether they are eligible for this
Eligible or not,
program.
deserving or not.
So even by sitting in USA also, they can through online also they can take these kind of therapies. It's very
Hmm.
safe therapy.
Okay.
Once they pass, once they are eligible to get into trance state to recall the past or future, then I'll guide them. So
Okay.
I get them to see their future.
Okay. Okay. So, also, Guruji, what I thought was like, if somebody wants to have a healing in terms of their past life, can they be do the same process? Like, if somebody is abroad and they wants to have some kind of a karmic cleansing through past life regression, will that be possible online?
It's possible. Like how we are communicating lively,
Right.
so they have to put one headphone
Hmm.
and then lie down,
Yoga
lean
Nidra.
in the
Mm.
recliner,
Mm.
or they lean back like this, sitting
Mm. Mm.
comfortably.
Right.
Then I'll be guiding them, and they will be responding. I can
Yeah. Yeah.
hear their response.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I can take online therapy classes also.
Okay. Okay. All right. So I'll be giving all your numbers here. If somebody wants to get in touch with Guruji, they can just get into the process and see if that works out with Guruji or not. And Guruji is the one who decides whether you deserve a particular process good for you or not. Or maybe
Especially,
it's some other type. Maybe this is not the time for you, or whatever it is, Guruji will tell you. Okay, coming back, Guruji, our next favorite thing is time travel. So, what is time travel, and what are the advantages, and
I
what are
can
the levels? Yeah.
I can quote one solid example of how would be time traveling.
Mhm.
Your viewers can check it.
Okay.
Um, Morgan Robertson. or
Okay.
Morgan Robertson, who has
Margaret
written
Robertson.
Morgan Robertson.
Okay.
Okay, he has written a book called The Wreck of Titan. The book got released in 1898.
Mm-hmm.
1898, it get published.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's the book tells all about the tragedy of Titanic ship who sank in 1912.
Yes.
Okay, he has written facts and figures of tragedy of Titanic 1898, but it
Mm-hmm.
happened
After
1912.
that. After that.
Huh.
Yeah.
How could he write that book? He might have traveled into the future.
Right.
One example. Anyone can check it. The second example, in Andhra Pradesh, there was a saint called Pothaluri Veera Brahmendra Swami. He has written a time traveling book, which he says Kalajnana Grantha. It's nothing about time traveling. Okay, 500 years back, so it was written. In that book, it is mentioned Corona name. The Corona disease will come and people will die. Heaps of people will die. He has mentioned that.
The
500 years back.
timings. The timings also matches. The
The
timings
timings are written in future. In future.
in future.
So in the this much big book, it contains all about the future changes. This will happen. This will happen. This will. The widow will
Mm-hmm.
rule this country. The widow will rule this country. It happened. Indira Gandhi ruled this
Mm-hmm.
country for 16 years. Yes, written in 500 years back. So that is nothing but time traveling. In our place in Karnataka, another saint, Kaivara, Kaivaram is a holy place. There was a person, a saint called Narayana Yogi. He has written this much big book. That is also Kalagnana. So, future predictions.
Mm-hmm.
So, these two names are unfamiliar to worldwide, but Nostradamus
Okay.
is a
Yeah.
familiar name
Last. Yeah.
for Westerners, right?
Mm-hmm.
He also predicts, no, he has predicted lot many things, and some of the things has happened already.
Mm-hmm.
So, this they're all traveled into the future. See, I have traveled even. I have traveled into the future
Yeah.
to see my own life changes.
Mm-hmm. So what
So,
happens there, Guruji, is that a channel opens like the cities which you have, right? Wherein even myself is experienced, like you have direct intervention from a yogi guru or somebody who comes and talk to you.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I call it as a channel. So is the in the time travel also, is that something like there is a channel open for you to have that Trigala
No,
Jnana?
see, the guiding angels are different.
Mm-hmm.
That you can see the messages from masters
Mm-hmm.
written by Brian Weiss. Okay, the messages from
Mm-hmm.
masters. Written book on those things. So some channels will come. They give you knowledge, like Ramanujan, the great mathematician.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
He has mentioned that the Devi tells us to write. Devi
Yeah.
guides us to write. That's one channel. Kalidasa, who has written a great poem called Abhijnana Shakuntalam, who was a shepherd, who was a very stupid person, how he could write that great poem called Abhijnana Shakuntalam?
Mm-hmm.
He says, Kali helps me to write.
Mm-hmm.
Valmiki, who was Valmiki before he became a saint, he was a dacoit,
Yeah.
right? So, unpad admi, uneducated person who wrote Ramayana, who wrote it, it's not exactly written by Valmiki. Some force, some angels, some channel, as you said, channel. So they it opens through your mind.
Mm.
They take the help of your mind, and that's how many great inventions comes. Even
Okay.
Vedas, they derive it like that. So these are different, but you travel into your own future. Your
Hmm.
consciousness is not some force takes you there. Okay,
Okay.
your
Okay.
consciousness only travels when it gets the opportunity. The door opens, so that's how you can travel forward.
All right. Okay. Now coming to our next is soul communication, Guruji. I know you've been doing a lot of soul communication. First, let us know what is soul communication and how it is doing and what is the purpose of it.
Yeah, soul communication means talking to the departed souls. Huh?
Mhm.
Those who have departed from the
Yeah.
body, you can communicate. The first solid example I'm sharing with you and with your viewers also, it happened in 1893 when Swami Vivekananda lived in Chicago.
Chicago.
For Chicago, I went there to visit that place, uh, to address that religious congress, no,
Yeah.
in 1893. Uh, so that time he was staying in the, somebody gave him the shelter.
Yeah.
So one night he was, the night 1 or 2 o'clock, midnight, the light was on. That lady who gave him shelter, she was observing everything. He was talking to someone. She went there, she looked inside the room, there is no one. But he is talking lively with body language, there is
Mm.
no one. Then she did not disturb him. When he came out morning, he asked, Swamiji,
She
you
asked.
talk,
Yeah.
she asked, so you're talking to someone? I saw there was no one. Oh, you saw it? Yes, Swamiji. I'm very curious to know what was it. He said, I was talking with my guru. So remember, when he went to USA, his guru passed away from his physical body, Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. He
Yeah.
died. But how could he communicate with that soul? There's a recorded, mentioned, recorded in the history. There's a soul communication. The second solid example, Baba Harbhajan Singh.
Okay.
So he was a Sikh army Jawan,
Okay.
soldier in Sikh regiment, Sikkim. So he was posted in Natula Pass, which is China border.
Mm.
As he was going on the horse, he fell down into the deep, this one, prapat,
Trench. Okay.
trench,
Teach. Mm-hmm.
very deep,
Mm-hmm.
maybe 1,000 feet. He died with the horse. But these battalion, they searched the 3 days. His body
Mm-hmm.
was not found. The fourth day, he came into his friend's dream and narrated the place where he is, his dead body is. This is the place I am. You are searching somewhere wrong. Come and pick up my body. They went there, they found his body, and his body was cremated. Cremated. That is not a strange thing.
Mm.
See, people, everybody have this experience. They receive dreams. In the dreams, some departed grandparents or the parents, they come and talk to us. There is a dream state, they can access our subconscious mind. They
Guruji,
can access subconscious mind.
Guruji, my first Guruji, I told you, right? I started with the Natha Yoga Sampradaya kind of a process. And Guruji, at the time, Gurudev was about 94, 93, 94 years. Somebody has did a podcast about my experience, my some few of the Guru Bhais. So what happened was like, I'm here in the US and he was just passing and I was sleeping here. I had a dream wherein he came and he called me and asked me to go with him in an open boat through an ocean. So then I told him that I'm a little scared to go in an open boat in an ocean because its ocean is huge, right? And that's all my dream is all about. And next day I'm just picking up the phone, and one of the Gurubai is saying Gurudev is in heaven. So same time, 12 hours gap, right? US and India. Same time, I'm seeing the dream while he's passing.
See, masters they communicate in the dream level. Even God, if you have a own favorite deity, they come into your dream and they give some message. My dear son, build a temple for me. So
Yeah,
I'm here. My idol is kept somewhere. People forgot to worship me.
samadhi. Yeah.
Build a temple for me. In what way it is not soul communication? So that is one side. It is possible they can communicate
Mhm.
us in our dreams. So
Okay.
here,
Okay.
Baba Harbhajan Singh, they
Mhm.
have built a temple for him now, and the Indian government till today they are paying full payment to his family. Okay, for
Mhm.
for his helping till today. From that day, he comes to dreams of Indian army. He reveals what is happening at the other border side, China
Mhm.
side, how far they are, what is their intention. He gathers all the information. He gives his battalion people through the dreams. That's
Mhm.
how his uh, temple is built. Okay, in Nathula Pass. So this is
Okay.
one way of soul communication.
Mhm.
So in Bollywood, in India, in Mumbai, one actress died. It was a mysterious death. Jia Khan.
Dear God, yeah.
Jia Khan.
Fashion. She was into
Yeah,
fashion first. Yeah.
yeah. In Gajini, she was second heroine.
Mhm.
Her death was a mystery. In forest investigation, they found nothing, or because of influence, the case was closed. Her mother went to UK, England. She found one hypnotherapist and she went through this process, soul communication process. She
Mhm.
could contact deported Jia Khan's soul. She got all the information. It was recorded, videographed. She brought that videograph and gave it to the CBI. Again, CBI with that evidence, they reopened. Okay, so these are possibilities.
Yeah.
Even I communicated with the departed soul of the famous actor in Karnataka. Um,
Yeah. I was about to ask you that if you are comfortable, maybe you can talk about great Puneet Rajkumar's
yeah.
soul you have communicated. The late Puneet Rajkumar's soul you have communicated. Maybe you can
Just
just talk a little bit about it.
just after 10 days of his departure, we communicated his soul with a great purpose because there was a rumor that his death was some suspicious
Yeah.
thing
Yeah.
is there. For that, we wanted to communicate with him. First, I asked Punit Raj Kumar, the moment he appeared through the media, where are you, Punitji? He said, I'm in search of my parents. That was the first question I asked.
Search of his parents.
Yeah. His parents deported, no? So I'm in search of my parents. That's what the answer we got. The second question, is your death, is there any mystery in your death? He said, no. I left my body because of massive heart attack. So that one doubt was cleared.
Confirmation. Yeah.
The third question I asked him, um, would you come back to take birth
Rebirth.
through your family? He said, yes, I will come through my second daughter again. That's what he said. So these are the answers we got through soul communication. I have done many soul communications. and they have helped people a lot,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
people come to me to know with few purpose. The first purpose is, many people they die without sharing any transactional information with their family members.
Family members, yeah.
They have huge money transaction done with many people, but they have not disclosed.
In
Uh,
Kerala, Guruji, in Kerala, there is a case which is sold. This soul, right? It came back and told who killed him and
yeah,
what
yeah.
happened, where it happened, and so what happened was, like, the court doesn't agree because there is a soul came in, right? There is no evidence, so they made some kind of an evidence. So they asked evidence to this soul itself,
See,
and
court
soul has,
court will never accept if I say soul has narrated
yeah,
this.
yes,
Based on that, the investigation officer, he has to
yeah,
investigate and interrogate.
right,
Then
right.
he can find the evidences.
For that only, they ask the evidence for the soul itself, because they are helpless, because it's been many years, right? So the soul had told him, it seems, there is a old cloth or something which is there, which will give you the evidence,
Mhm.
something like that. And then they have sold that case, and this person has gone behind the bars. Yeah, continue, Guruji.
Even if people are very curious to know about what soul can done for us, let them watch a Ghost movie, which got many Oscar awards. The Ghost
Yeah,
Hollywood movie.
yeah,
It's a very
ghost, yeah.
beautiful movie. Like that, the second reason people why they approach me for soul communication is, if they are not present while dying, that person, they have very good bondage, they love each other, so much of faith and love was there, but they want to hear what was their last words, to last message. I missed, I was not there in that spot. So for that reason also people they come to me for soul communication. The third reason, rarely they come and tell us, is our ancestors, uh, they have buried any gold or any valuable things for me in somewhere.
Mm. Yeah,
They come.
property.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
So these are the major reasons. Hmm?
Okay,
They want
okay.
to talk to them. Many people, such a huge demand for that today.
Mhm.
Every day we get lot of calls for that. My son
Mhm.
died. We don't know what is the reason. He was all right. He was fine. He was healthy.
Okay,
He, these are the stories.
okay. So, part of that, my last subject, Guruji, you have already started with that, knowing of death,
Yeah.
in advance. So, what is that, how it happens, and what do you do there, and how you help people who are deserving, and what are the process involved?
Death is not. Death will not happen all of a sudden. Death is a process. Like curd is a process. The overnight it takes overnight process, right? The milk becomes curd. Not just happen in minute or 1 hour. It's a
Yeah,
process. Huh? Like that, death is also a process. Death will come to us 6 months well in advance into our aura. That means electromagnetic field.
yeah, yeah.
And it starts tearing all the layers. We have
I
seven
seen that
layers.
in my mother's case. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. If anybody wants to know that, there is a book called Art of Dying, written by Lobsang Rampa, Tibetan monk.
Tibetan.
Huh? Huh. Lobsang um, hmm, Rampa
Art of
something.
dying. Yeah, I know about that. Yeah.
Okay. So even tsunami cannot happen all of a sudden, you know. Before tsunami, all insects, birds, reptiles, rats,
Whales,
they will come to know
marine life. Yeah.
advance, even cows, all
Mhm.
animals, well in advance. Before many hours, they will come to know they change the places. They go far away from the places. They have this ESP, extrasensory perception.
Yeah, yeah,
Those who operates with that ESP, they can sense. Many people they predict that in 1 week, this day, Friday, evening 4 o'clock, I am going to leave my body. How they can say? Many yogis they have said.
yeah,
Even non-yogis also they say this. I have seen people saying their
yeah,
death when they are going to die exactly same day they will die.
yes,
That means death can be sensed. Death can be diagnosed well in advance or nearby. Okay?
and death
Death
can
can,
be prolonged also.
yes, yes, yes. Icha marana. See, for example, Bhishma, he was shot by an arrow by Arjuna, no?
Yeah,
He's supposed to die on spot that day. But he prolonged his death for 6 months till Uttarayan, the
Uttarayan,
well
yes.
good time to come. That means what is that? Icha, willingly leaving your body. You can prolong or you can make it short. That's how Shankaracharya, he made his life short. Swami Vivekananda, he made his life short because they completed what purpose of coming here. Then why to live for 106 years? They've
Yeah,
done their duty. They left their body well in advance. That is called ichamana. You can prolong or you can make it short. This is possible.
all right, so maybe we'll come back at later point of time, this giving more detail into Icha Maranam and
Yeah,
all other stuff. And before I close, Guruji, would you want to say something to the internet?
yeah. My kind suggestion or my humble request with everyone is at least know bit about yourself instead of knowing everything outside. You have known many things outside. At least try to know inside about yourself.
Inside. Yeah.
Self knowledge is lacking. Self knowledge is a great knowledge. It's a great asset where you can live a happy, blissful, peaceful, harmonious life. Without self knowledge, only bookish knowledge, huh, it makes your life miserable or suffering. That's my humble request.
Okay.
Instead, with closed eyes, travel within. Travel within. You have traveled to
Yes.
many places. No. So this
Yeah.
time, try to travel within to explore who you are. You are the wonder. You are everything. You are the Brahman. So this is my kind.
Brahmanda.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm Guruji. I'm so blessed that you're talking to me and you're on my podium. You're on my channel. And like I said, it's been there are some kind of a soul connections, I would say, that made me be in touch with you for these many years. It's more than a decade kind of thing. So I will remain connected to you, and maybe we will come back in some other episode with totally different subjects. Your presence is very much required for the world. So I'm looking forward for that. Thank you.
Even I'm very um, thankful to you for giving this wonderful opportunity to reach through your media to world audience. God bless you, my dear. We'll
Thank you.
see you again.
Thank you. Thank you, Guruji. Namaste.